If you're under 16 years old, please leave the video now because we do get into some adult type shit. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy CharlesISanimeWorld. Welcome to my review. And I haven't said this in a very long time, but welcome to my review of UNDEAD, UNLUCK, Chapter 52. Now, guys, I can't promise I'm going to do this every week, but I will be coming back to UNDEAD, UNLUCK periodically because with this chapter right here, this was the 1 year anniversary of UNDEAD, UNLUCK. And I'm so happy that it's lasted a year. I'm so happy we've reached this point. And like I promised you guys, even though I haven't been reviewing it every week, I have been keeping up with UNDEAD, UNLUCK. I have been reading them weekly, been enjoying them. And I have to do a review this week. I love the color page. I love the cover page. Everything about it. The one color page that we got, the cover page that we got, it was just beautiful. You know, I loved it all. So congratulations to the mangaka. Congratulations to everyone involved with the UNDEAD, UNLUCK series. So let's get into this review of said series. Now, for me, this was probably one of the greatest and saddest chapters in the history of UNDEAD, UNLUCK. It's one of the best, easily top 10, easily. No, probably top 5. Anon, you know, we got to talk about him. And he really was the MVP of this chapter. The first couple of pages is just a summary of his life to this point. You know, everything that we found out about him, how when he had touched the pen, no one could see him. His mother was worried because she didn't know where her son was. And then once he finally found a way to reach back to her, she had passed away, but he was still making manga and she was reading it, you know. So again, I loved all of that. That was really nice as well. Now, one thing about Anon that he changed his hair color. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was looking at him, I didn't know if that was a male or a female at first. It doesn't really matter, but I didn't really know. But he actually changed his hairstyle quite a bit. He changed his hair color, his hair design, and his clothes. So I guess where he's at, he's unable to actually get new clothes because if you look closely at him, his clothes are very raggedy. They have holes in them. And I guess he's not able to actually get any new clothes. So, you know, that sucks as well. I guess his hair is so long because there's nothing that he can grab or touch to actually clip his hair. So his hair is just growing and growing and growing. That's what I would assume, unless he just has really long hair. Then I get that. But I was thinking to myself, if that was the case, wouldn't he have like long beard hair as well, and not just hair like flowing down his back? Like he would have facial hair as well too. You know, that's what I was thinking. But anyway, that was all handled really well. And I also wonder, is this a representation of the real mangaka for UNDEAD, UNLUCK? Like, is this what this person actually looks like? I don't really know. Like, does this person really have long hair and they just wanted to write themselves within their own manga, which would be cool as well. You know, it's really cool that when you create something, you're able to put a little bit of yourself into it, you know, as a character, you know, or something that means a lot to you. That's always really cool as well. We got to talk about Rip and Latia, okay? I'm so interested where they go from here, especially now that Latia has the core because it's in her possession. And you know that Andy and Fuko are going to want it, but you know that Rip and Latia, they want it as well for obvious reasons. We saw what they're trying to accomplish. So I wonder where they're going to go from there. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love that pair so much, Rip and Latia. I like them almost as good as I like Fuko and Andy. Even back in the earlier days, I've always liked Rip. Like I really liked Rip. And Latia is just the icing on the cake. And I love the fact that they got the core by flying straight through Autumn, okay? And I like that Fuko was right there with them and they had like no fear at all. It was like both of their girls were, you know, taking the lead on this. You know, you had Andy and Rip and you saw Latia and Fuko, you know, they was going straight through them and Fuko had no fear at all. It was just a really cool scene as well, especially how fast they was ricocheting and dodging everything that Autumn was trying to throw at them and they was still flying straight through them. Now we have to get to the real tearjerker right here. This right here was the moment I was like, man, you know, you got kind of emotional reading this. You know, after everyone has defeated Autumn and they have the core and everything like that, you see Andy fall to the ground. And then he gives the fist pound sign to Anon because even though he couldn't see him, he knew he was there. You know, he knew he was there. And I hope that somehow or another, by the end of the series, they find a way to save the guy. Because he's really giving his all for them. He's giving it all for Fuko, Andy, for Rip, Latia, because he knows that they're all going to be special. He knows that they're all are heroes. So I hope they find a way to actually save the guy. I really do. Overall, this was such a great chapter, and it was very deserving of being the 1 year anniversary chapter of Undead Unluck. I am surprised though, it took so much little unluck, just a kiss on the cheek from Fuko to Andy, and just a little bit, of unluck in his finger to actually help take down Autumn. I'm just surprised that's all it took. So I'm wondering what would a really, really big chunk of unluck do to somebody if that's all it took was just a simple kiss on the cheek. But hey, you know what? All in all, it was a great chapter this week. It was an emotional chapter this week. And again, I'm just so happy that the anime made it for a year. Hopefully, this will be the midway point through the series, I believe. I don't think that this series is going to be really long. I don't think it's going to do Naruto numbers. I don't think it is going to do Bleach numbers. I just feel that this series may clock out in maybe 115, 110 chapters per se, and then that be it. Because I feel that we've actually reached the midpoint of the series. I really do. But hey, that'll do it, guys. Thank you so much. Again, it feels good reviewing Undead Unluck again. Again, their 1 year anniversary, I had to do it. I had to do it. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys at another time. I'm not going to say next week because I may or may not review it next week. I don't know. But I will catch you another time. But we will be talking about Undead Unluck in the future at some given point. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. And hey, sayonara, suckers.